So I'm curious. We talked about mushrooms a few shows ago. If you were to do mushrooms, right? You're looking for a good night. You're not going anywhere.
Yep.
What's it weigh?
In my opinion, probably 2 grams.
Oh, okay.
I think 2 is like a nice chill. Like you're not tweaking. You don't trip very often. You just want something light. 2 grams is a nice chill dose. My first time tripping. My first time tripping, I took an 1/8. I took 3.5 grams, and I did not have a good first shroom trip.
Really? I've never had a good shroom trip. Every time, like this shroom vape is pretty solid. This is nice. This is making me feel a little goofy. But every time I've eaten shrooms, it's been an absolute nightmare.
How much are you eating at a time?
Yeah.
Like the first time it was probably like 1.5 grams, and that was like nothing. It just made the colors pretty, and I was like a big letdown. And then I doubled the dose the next time, and that was pretty scary. And but still didn't really have a good time. And then another time I did like 4 grams. I think I did about 4 grams when I passed out at Walmart and had that whole meltdown. And then I did like 8 grams a few years ago in a chocolate bar, and that was a nightmare. That was really rough.
I've never even heard of 8. Like to me, 3 to 5 is where the hero dose ranges, and 8 is
the bar has like 12 or 15 in it, something like that. Bar? It's a chocolate bar that has mushrooms in it. It looks like a Hershey's bar.
A place called a chocolate bar, and I was
no. It's like imagine a Hershey's bar. It's shaped just like a classic Hershey's bar with the
for people like me that don't like alcohol. It's the chocolate bar. I'll take 2 milks and a shot of dark.
Yeah, 2 more shots of dark.
It's shaped like a Hershey's bar with the breakable rectangles, and I think the whole bar is either 12 or 15 grams. And I ate 2/3 of the bar. And it was just like on the back, it was kind of like when you play Doom and the difficulties it's like nightmare, inferno, death shit mode. And I was at like 2/3 of the bar. It was like superhero dose. And I was like, I'm a superhero. I was like, I can climb a rope with no feet. I'm a superhero. Let's go.
No, you're not. You can't even navigate a rack of sunglasses at that dosage.
It's true. That's my kryptonite.
Are you also? I know Kyle is more an LSD guy than a shrooms guy. Do you feel the same way, Goblin?
I was when I was younger, and then I had a bad acid trip for the first time, and that shit scared me straight immediately. And I'm now a shrooms guy.
Why do you think the acid trip went bad?
It was a lot of things. I didn't have anything planned. I was literally sitting in a hotel room with my girlfriend, and it did not go well. And like she kind of started freaking out, and then I was like, "Wait, am I freaking out?" You know? And then I was like, "All right, I'm freaking out now." You know? It was not
the problem. If I'd been there, we'd have been good. I'd have been, look at this clown face. It's changed.
It hit her a little before me, and then I remember I went in. The mistake I made was I went to the bathroom. I was like, all right, she's tweaking. I'm going to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna, get some cold water and like try to relax. And I got stuck in there for a little bit. And that, that's rule of thumb is don't go to the bathroom when you're tripping if you don't have to. You don't want to look in the mirror. You don't want to do any of that.
They said that I always heard that, and I went to piss, and I was like, what is the fucking Candyman gonna come out and get me? Like, come on, like you know what I mean? Like, this Bloody Mary's gonna show up if I look in the mirror 3 times or something?
I just stand there and stare at myself. I feel like
that's what I did.
I was like, look like that.
So hold on a second. I was, forgive me for the details, but you went to the bathroom. Is it the mirror that was the trouble? Was pooping the trouble?
No. That was just the start of it. I stared at myself in the mirror for a little bit, and then I came back out. She's like full on freaking out. She's like, "Should we call 911?" Like, it was like a very bad trip. It was very overwhelming. I kind of had to trip set her while I was also tripping really hard because like these tabs that I had gotten were from a different place I normally would get them, and they were way different, like way stronger.
So you took a bigger dose than you expected to take.
Oh, how many grams of acid?
It was like 2. It wasn't even that much.
Oh,
like we normally wouldn't trip that hard. But at that point in my life, I had just gotten back into it. Like I took like 4 or 5 years off where I didn't do any psychedelics. I I guess this is technically my second bad acid trip, but the first time it wasn't even real acid, so I don't count it.
So,
Have you always done tabs, or have you ever done like the eyedropper?
I've done liquid a couple times before. That shit is cool. In my mouth. Yeah, I've never like dropped it in my eye or anything like that.
Why not?
I don't know. I hate eye drops to begin with. I have really sensitive eyes. When I was a kid, I remember when it was time to get my glasses, my parents were like, get contacts. And I sat there at the eye doctor. I was like in 3rd grade crying for like an hour because they kept telling me, just put them in. And like, I couldn't get it in my eye. I'd flinch every time. You know?
So for you,
I hate eye drops too.
If you were to do acid, let's say it's a good time, everything's fine.
Yeah.
How long would you wait before doing it again? Would you do it the next day, or is it like got to be?
Oh, definitely not. I mean, when I was younger, even when I was younger, we'd still wait like quite a few days between tripping, and that was like if you do it more than once a week, you're tweaking. Like your tolerance is still going to be built up. You have to take more than you did. Like if I take it on a Monday and then I trip again on Friday, I'm gonna have to take more tabs than I took on Monday to get to the same place. You know, it lasts a little bit. I'd say at most you want to do it like once a month, maybe.
Okay.
At most, even that's like. Someone who trips 12 times a year is like, that's a lot.
Would you say the same thing about mushrooms?
Yeah, I'd say so. You know, I think shrooms are you can go a little harder, but the tolerance works the same way. Where like, yeah, you can't take shrooms back to back every day. You're going to have to take a copious amount of them if you want to. You can microdose every day, which is a whole different thing. But
do you think drugs have a cross tolerance? Like if you were to do mushrooms every so often?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I think, the real it might not even be a cross tolerance, more so it's like the way your brain perceives that level of difference is like if I've been dropping acid for 3 weeks straight and then I take a couple days off and then I switch to shrooms, like my brain's going to be so used to being off its rocker that the shrooms probably won't feel as strong, if I had like been doing coke for 3 weeks straight and then drop shrooms.
Yeah, like what you did in Colorado was right. You surrounded yourself with people that you really enjoyed. You had like even the I don't know, environment that you were going to intake somewhat planned out with. I know you watched like Alice in Wonderland or something, and maybe that was it. Yeah, and like you just had all your sort of shit together, and you didn't have any responsibilities. You weren't like you didn't have to drive someplace. You didn't have to sign papers or make big decisions. Like you had everything all set out so that you wouldn't make any big mistakes on this.
Yeah. I was real, and I tiptoed my way into it as well. Like we did 1 tab of acid, and then we waited 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and I was like, "This is great. I want more of it, though. This is so mild. Like I can feel that we're on the verge of something good. It's like you had 1 bite of something delicious, and you're like." Yeah, I'll have that. Yeah, I'll have that. Bring me a course of that. And then I took 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then maybe 5, like
these are tabs.
Yeah. And I was
bugs me. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I've never done this, but I'm like the fact that your tabs could be a different strength than Goblin's tabs or Goblin's tabs are different strengths day to day. Yeah. I'm like, how do you get this right?
There's a lot of other factors that go into tripping too. It's an environmental thing a lot of the time. So.
Do you like? I put the thing on my tongue and I sublingually like absorbed as much as I could and rolled it around in there. But then I ate the paper too. Do you eat the paper too?
Oh yeah, I eat the paper. Yeah, I'm not spitting the paper out.
I wanted every little bit I could get.
On your tongue or under, or maybe it doesn't matter.
On, and then I just once it gets real soggy, you just kind of roll it into a ball and swallow it.
Okay.
I would do the eyedropper to the eyeball. I'd be up for that. Like I'd like a hero dose to the eyeball. That's you ever see Mandy with Nicolas Cage?
What a pussy. I do turkey baster to the asshole or nothing.
Oh, I'll poof acid any day. You show up. You want me to do yours and you do mine? Like,
obviously, yes.
Yeah. I'll get in that like upside down position Steve-O did when he did like the beer booth and like rocketed out of his ass or whatever. Like I'd absolutely. Yeah. If it's about getting high, I'm down. In Mandy, there's a scene where they put a they put the drop of LSD in her eye, and then they pull out this terrifyingly enormous hornet and they have it like sting her in the jugular, and she's going on a wacky trip, seeing crazy shit. I don't want any hornets stinging me in the throat, but I would definitely try the eyedropper of acid to the eyeball.
I'd like almost rather do the Hornet.
Really?
Yeah, I hate eye stuff, dude. I'd rather get stung.
Why would you want that instead of just putting it in your mouth?
I need to do my
as
research.
Woody taught me,
that wasn't one of the
because
options.
as Woody taught me, the eye is part of the brain. We're not trying to get this in our blood stream and have it eventually make its way to the brain. We're putting the acid in our brain. Like let's do whole hog. I'm all about it.
I don't know. That's spooky.
It's a fun trip. Like it's not. I don't know if there's. I want a lot of it. I heard about like maybe it was the guy who invented it, and like he took like some gigantic dose. It was like 150 tabs worth or something like that. And they talked about the trip he went on and how fantastical it was. And I'm like, 150 seems extreme, but 50, like
can you die from it?
Nah.
You can ruin your brain.
Goblin fact check. Can you die from acid? Has anyone? Not that you know of.
I don't think you would die of the acid. If anything, it would be some underlying thing like while you're tripping, like
you go walk into traffic maybe.
Or, but I don't think like the acid would directly. I don't know if I have the correct answer on that either, though. We might need an internet fact check, but as far as I'm aware, it would be like an underlying thing, like a cardiac arrest from, you had a, something like that.
I'm trying to find how much acid that one guy, he took okay. This woman took 550 times the usual dose. Drug overdoses can be life-threatening, but for two women who accidentally took massive hits of LSD, the experience was life-changing and in a good way. A 46-year-old woman snorted a staggering 550 times the normal recreational dose of LSD, not only survived, but found that the foot pain she had suffered from since her 20s was dramatically reduced. Separately, a 15-year-old girl with bipolar disorder overdosed on 10 times the normal dose of the drug, which she said resulted in a massive improvement in her mental health. There's like a bunch more of these little stories of people taking way too much LSD and it going well.
Yeah,
that lady thought it was coke.
I asked ChatGPT if you could die from acid, and it kind of said no, but it is still dangerous, right? Like some people walk in the street, perception, judgment, etc.
Yeah.
Some people who have like high blood pressure and issues already get issues. And then the other one it called out that I didn't think of is that it might not be just acid in there. So, you take 50 tabs of something they told you was acid, and you could
25I is one of the most popular things to sell as fake acid. It's just a research chemical that's like very, very cheap. Whenever you take a tab and it's bitter, it's 25I. And 25I, when I was 17, I took a few tabs at and overdosed on it. Then had to go to the hospital, and it was a whole thing. I had a cardiac arrest and this whole shebang.